get started.
The schematics for this structure do not fill me with renewed confidence.
Guardian. The Cabal are determined to dig up something bad, and they've got the head start. They're gonna need to hustle to close the gap.
If they're looking for the deep stone crypt here, then they're groping around in the dark, so to speak.
Sounds like there's plenty else they could find around here. Keep pushing, Guardian.
This is the time, Guardian. Begin the rite of proving.
sometimes, I forget how pleasant it is. The quiet after battle.
Pleasant, yes. Brief. Especially on a moon like Europa.
All the more reason to enjoy it while it lasts.
Damn, you guys done screeching at each other?
I'm not even screeching. I don't. Anyway, I gotta get going in a minute. Anything else? I got work tomorrow. I gotta take a shower.
Not that I can think of. Like, the thing with like the that other like Twitter account. It's just there was a point when like my boss that I wasn't giving like
Barter is
better
warranted.
attention to my day job, and he like asked me an interesting question where it's like, you know, hey, like there's some like sacrifices that you need to make, not like all sacrifices, but you have to sacrifice something in order to give something.
Well, to be honest, I don't care if you stop on the other Twitter account. I would just bring it up as an example as it was going well, why it was going as an example of see when I come up with a plan and someone does it, it works out. Wasn't an example of wow, you should have kept doing that.
Are you sure? Like it felt like it.
No, I'm just telling you. This is an example. That's it. I gotta go. I got work in the morning. I gotta take a shower. It's already 3 a.m. I want at least 8 hours of sleep.
Oh wow, it's okay. Yeah, you're right.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Who eats Krabby Patties at 3 a.m.?
Mm.
Me! Ain't that delicious? Oh, they're delicious. Why aren't you subscribed to my YouTube channel, Turley?
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that.
Why have you forsaken me?
No,
Oh, I'm getting the blowjob right now. Holy shit.
There, I have subscribed to you.
Yay, subscription.
Was it... Is it just me, or is Zap kind of hard to talk to sometimes?
I don't know what really to say.
But that's fair. I'll admit...
The only thing I say is he's just a little too hoping everything to fall into his lap. But other than that, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Yo, nice Rufus, man. Digging it.
Greetings.
I'm slowly buffing out all the issues of my stream. Oh god. COVID has returned.
I'm sorry. Like, admittedly, I admit that I take things too personally, specifically when like dealing with nihilistic kind of like remarks, I guess.
When you get too personalized that clash, it can be seen that way a lot of times.
Yeah, but I'm trying to like recognize that as like, a result. So it's just like, okay, I need to be more aware of that. Um, I I guess like a problem that I'm now faced with is I want to genuinely help Zap, but the problem is that I um I- how?
I don't know. It's hard to. It's hard when you don't got your ducks in a row and you don't have an idea where to go from where you are, and you're
Yeah.
kind of expecting everything to fall into your lap, or expecting everyone to do everything for you, and it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Like, I know, to be fair, like he helped me like
I
really,
know
really.
he's better at helping everyone else but himself.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's just the problem is that he's sort of expecting that sort of same result from someone, like anybody.
And I understand. Yeah, I get why he think. I get that I'm having a stroke. I get why he understand. I get why he wants that. He wants someone to put a lot of time and dedication into him, like he's done other people.
Yeah, so
And
I don't hate him for that. The issue is that I don't know. I guess the issue that I'm like tackling is that I'm just right now I was trying to like help resume, but problem is that uh he wants to do middle management or higher management
well,
jobs.
it's hard from when you don't got no experience in that. I mean,
Yeah,
he could say he has experience, but it's like, well, where's your experience on paper and such? People
yeah,
do care
exactly.
about that, and like what, and that's what bit me in the ass for my last job. I
Yeah,
lost out to a guy who had 30 years of experience.
which I'll admit like is very stupid, but at the same time, like I was trying to tell Sap, you kind of have to. I don't know, like maybe I'll admit my own bias in the fact that I appreciate people.
You can't hold people to your own standards either.
That's fair. I guess it's just I don't know what to do, um, for someone who wants like
Uh,
a higher
well,
position.
that's kind of where you decide what you want to do from, like, try your best to help him find what he wants to do. See if you can get him to someone who can organize people or do something like that. But again, it's hard to, bring people into a fold that where they kind of want to know who the person is, what experiences they had before, have they had experience doing this, and whatnot. You can't just take somebody's word for it.
Yeah,
And what happened is in your case is people just flat out just don't like what you have to say and just won't have to deal with you. And
mm,
I feel like that would be a hard thing for Zap. Is he kind of is very outspoken, has no problem saying what's on his mind, and he could fall into that category as he says the wrong thing, then people just want to not do anything he tells them to do.
yeah. Like for example, I'll admit I was taking it maybe a little too personally. Like he was saying like, "Hey, he's trying to like manage the love letter game that I'm working on." But it's been admittedly hard for me to dedicate like a lot of time
Is this
because
your job game or is this some side project?
it's a side project. I'm not
Okay.
getting like any money on. It's a side project, but the thing is that Zap is like supposed to be one of the managers for that game. But I don't know. It's just when he says like, "Oh, I'm just waiting on the model, waiting on." I I'll admit
Well, I don't
I'm
know nothing about game development or whatnot, so explain to me what what is he doing in this particular moment that he needs to model for.
he wants the model to be given to the programmer so that the programmer can like do the basis of the game.
And what is to be the issue with that?
Oh, it's just that because I haven't been dedicating enough time to.
Okay, so it's more or less just you're not having time for your side project to get going.
Yeah, and I'm trying really, really hard. I really am.
Well, you know, your job comes first. You can't always get that. Just get it done when you get it done, but get your
I know.
job shit done first.
I
But
know. I know. It,
Is he
I
is he pushing it or is he just
That's the
has?
thing. He said like something to the effect of like, "Oh, I don't care." Just he said something not like he doesn't.
He
Okay,
doesn't
I'm
care
sorry.
when it gets done as long as it gets done mentality, or
Or sort of, but also he said like, "Oh, I don't care if like, project like fails or succeeds."
uh
And
so I
admittedly,
guess
that
the
like
what he's coming from is he just wants to experience. He wants to kind of learn the curve of this stuff. If it fails, it fails. It's a learning experience.
I guess, but at the
It's
same
not
time,
like a
like
drop in a AAA or isn't going to know some big recognizing. It's just you're going to have a few titles under your belt and people are going to see that.
yeah, no, I get that, but at the same time, like I don't know. I will say that maybe this is like a fault of my own. It's not very encouraging if someone who's supposed to be the manager of like a project says, "Oh, I don't care."
Well, that's a Zep's personality.
I know. It just
That's a
still,
learning curve. Like I said, when you're in a position where you're gonna have to lead people, you kind of have to know what to say and what not to say to people. Like when you're like, I guess what from what I understand what you're getting at is it's like say if like you know a big old AAA director or someone has no faith in the projects, all these other people are wondering what they're doing it for.
yeah, exactly. So, him saying something like that admittedly kind of like hurt me a little. I don't know. Like, but to be fair, I understand that I take things way too personally when I
Oh yeah, I
shouldn't.
know you do.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm seeking therapy for that. Like, that's something that I've acknowledged for like the past like 2 weeks. I've always been in denial of that, but that's kind of part of the shtick of it.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm trying to be way better about it. I had like a talk with my sister on it, so that helped. So it's just like, okay, if like my sister like acknowledged that and she straight up never spoken to like Synchro, and Synchro acknowledges that, then that's like a continual problem that I need to help remedy. Um, but yeah, like I'll admit that that's like a fault that I have of myself, but I guess I was also trying to tell Zap like, hey, I'm trying, I really try. Like it's very very hard to try like to. Admittedly, I have a very hard time doing multiple things all at once because I tend to take on way too many things at once. And it's not because like I don't know. I even when I was like a little kid, it was very hard for me to say no to things because I wanted to like please people. So if someone wanted to like play with my dolls, but it's like a special edition doll, I would still say, "Oh, okay,
I learned that
sure."
the hard way. Motherfucker stole my bionicle in the second grade and never gave it back.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, hey, can I borrow that? They would know the fucking kid's like, oh, sure! I'm still salty about that.
No, I guess, like, for me, it's problem people pleasing, but also, it's a combo of me wanting to
We've got
do
some
the best,
nasties
to
crawling all
perform
over
as
the
the
rig.
best.
I'll
Go
be
shoo
the
'em
very
away so we
best
can get to work.
that no one ever was.
Like, I don't know if that quite makes sense, because I keep thinking, like, in my head, like, okay, if I do all of this stuff, then I will be the best. Um, and if I become the best, then I will be more marketable. Yay! It's silly. From an outside perspective. But yeah.
Whew, is he coming off my computer? Like, good grief. I keep getting hit in the head of the face with hot air.
So I got a task perfectly suited for you. Shoot anything that tries to take our stuff.
Alrighty, Top Haber baby. Or Haber boo.
Aberboot. But yeah, I'm sorry. Like, admittedly, it was a little bit heavy, kind of talking
I don't
to.
think Zab kind of really realized that his kind of nihilistic personality kind of gets to other people.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, is that I can't even voice that concern, because then he'll say something.
Because his logic is he has to justify or have a reasoning or debate about everything he does. But that's some issues you guys need to work out. Because like I said, you all need experience. Oh my god, I just got my asshole obliterated.
Oh yeah, I definitely like acknowledge that, like, we definitely need the experience. The problem to me is just his nihilism definitely doesn't help. Like, if that could be like a fixed thing, like, I know not everybody, it's not an easy thing, where it's just like, oh, just fix it and it'll be fine.
I need to figure out some sound gating for my shit, because I just see my knife jumping all over the place and the whole, like, my stupid fan, because I can't play without my damn fan. It's fucking hot as balls in here. Come here, bitch. Hope nobody saw that. You still here, Thule?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I can't hear notifications when the laser goes.
Oh yeah, no worries. I'm still. But yeah. Like, again, I think maybe that's another issue that it's just, I don't think he acknowledges.
I think my personal pet peeve with him is it's kind of he's always kind of like in his own little world. Like, it's either I don't give a shit what you're doing, look at me, kind of thing. Where he's like sending all these Twitter things all the time. It's like, dude, I'll watch him sometimes, but you're like my one friend that just sends way too much shit to the point I just don't care. Like, I like memes when I'll every like 5, 10 every day.
Looks like the crane
Yeah,
has burned their
it gets a
fuses.
little bit much.
Gonna need you to roll up your sleeves and get in there.
Like, again, I love the dude. Like, I think he's amazing.
This y'all need to be a little more self-reflective of your own issues and try to better yourselves.
Yeah. I'll admit, I'm trying. I guess, like, what are some other issues that you be, like, definitely better in my experience? Especially because I'm gonna talk to a therapist tomorrow afternoon around 1:30.
I have to really think on that one. It's really hard. I don't really like psychoanalyzing people and telling everything that's wrong with them.
No, I know. It's not like a pastime that everybody has.
Is you have a lot of major fixations, especially with like particular people.
Fixations?
Like your ex-friends, like you're fixated on them.
Yeah.
It's like somebody with like really bad OCD or something.
Yeah. That's fair.
I know, it reminds me of my mother quite a bit. With just a pure fixation. I don't know how to other word that, but I guess just overly fixated on crap.
Is it just a friends thing, or is it in...
It can be varied to degrees. Like sometimes I can just hear you like groaning and getting upset with yourself with your job and stuff because you're so fixated on getting it done.
Okay. I didn't know that that was like a bad thing necessarily.
Well, it's a good and bad thing. It's a good thing if you're determined to get shit done, but it's a bad thing if you're doing it to your own detriment.
I'm doing okay, I think.
Like if you're starting to get sick and you're not sleeping well, then yeah, it's to your own detriment. Like there's time crunches on shit, but you still have to that time to yourself, and because shit gets delayed all the time.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just most people want to be the cause of that.
Yeah, I understand that. That's the thing. I really. I don't know if you even mentioned that to your psychiatrist. Get something for your anxiety, because I feel like that's a big issue with you.
Yeah, actually I did mention, but apparently, like, she says that, like, it's more likely the depression. The depression is...
Like I said, the stuff goes hand in hand. It doesn't... That's part of it.
Yeah.
She should know that. Most people will take something for, said depression and anxiety.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it helps that the medicine that I take, like, is for both, so it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to know what it's specifically for if it's treating both.
Like, I just got a lot of social anxiety, so that's why I honestly can't even tell you what I take. I don't even remember. Why did a skunk have to blow its asshole up next to my bedroom window?
Also, admittedly, I don't know, like, I kept telling Zap that, like, he needs to have... I mean, to be fair, we're doing the experience with Letter as, like, the initial step. So that could actually, like, help his portfolio. I just don't like that I'm telling him, like, hey, you need, like, more, like, insider, like inside experience, if you can. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, something massive.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's a perfect way to use me as an example. Is I kind of went try to go into this this interview with no actual working experience, and that's probably what ultimately bit me in the ass. I had just no prior experience in the field, and that's just a big issue in that field in general. They kind of want you to go to school for it, in which honestly there's no point in it, but they see that on your resume and they're like, oh man, you're good, you look good, man.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just because I get it that, like,
Gotta get
like people
wet to
say
take
like,
care
oh,
of it.
it's
Don't drown or
experience
nothing.
even, blah blah blah. But school itself doesn't even have to be part of the experience. Like you can learn a lot of stuff
Like,
off
I
of.
have a lot of personal experience, but sometimes that just doesn't matter to people.
Hmm.
It was just kind of a shame because of shit. I feel like I would have been good for the job, but you know.
Hmm. Which, by the way, I'm really sorry about that. Like
Oh, I don't
you,
care really.
We got a
you
big,
sure?
nasty
Like you
fella
seem
down here.
definitely upset.
I'm not upset. I'm just more pissed about it. Like, I
I
don't
mean,
know if I call it upset. I'm just more pissed off by it. Like I feel kind of almost insulted. Like why would you waste my time having my interview when you've already hired the people you want on there? Even then, you looked at all the resumes. You saw that you had a good idea of who you wanted to hire. So why did you bother calling me in? Because you know you see all these people who have like spent 5 years at AutoZone or have 30 years as a diesel mechanic. Like they already knew who they wanted to hire before they even had the interviews in general. It's like. And then something kind of unprofessional on their part, they're just kind of telling, you know, information about the other people who are applying. Like one kid was 17 and didn't even have a driver's license. It's like, you know, that's a little, I'm gonna need to know. Or, you know, talking about the one guy who didn't even put his phone number or email on his resume. Well, I'm not upset by it. I mean, of course I was a little bummed out the first day, but it's like, the more I think about it, the more I get pissed off by it. Because then they kind of low-key insulted my you know, my grandparents and my dad's hometown. Called it kind of a junk heap, and it's like, why would you say that to me?
yeah. Yeah, I genuinely want to help Zap. I just feel like, I don't know, am I being too...
It's a combination of both your wacky-ass personalities interflicting with each other. He really tries to go for this real bravado, I don't give a shit mentality all the time, and you give too much of a shit.
So if I just didn't, that would probably help, or...
I'm not saying don't care, it just don't want it, you know, take sleep away from you at night.
Yeah, that's fair, because
you can't, at the end of the day, you can't make him care, you can't make him change his personality.
Well, I know. I understand that I do have, like, a problem, like, internalizing. I just phrase that really weirdly. Internalizing stuff. Oh, pardon me. Okay, you're definitely right. I shouldn't sleep or internalize it. Like that's something that I admit as like a...
And me giving this advice now is something you're gonna have to, you know, either just take or just ignore it all. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought.
Take it with like a grain of salt.
So it's to your own discretion what you want to do.
No, I know, but I honestly think you are right. Like, I do acknowledge that I take things like way too personally, and I internalize things. Not inherently a bad or good thing. It's just because it can both be good and bad. It depends on the situation.
Shit, I should have become a psychiatrist.
You probably would be actually pretty good at it.
I doubt that, but... Because I got my own issues and shit. Make that great of one. Oh, my cousin was supposed to be one, but... I'm not sure she's still doing that.
To apologize.
She was offering consolation when my grandpa died and shit. It's like, oh, thank you for that.
But if not now, when?
Or consultation. What's the word? Fuck.
When I was
Consultation.
Vanguard commander, before Zavala, I was...
Like, I don't know how to fix my streams from being so stuttery. I don't know if that's just my computer or... It's getting better. Come back. And don't overthink everything either. Just leave it at that and think about something else.
I know. I guess it's just but it's sort of like.
Well, I'm just
like
telling you as of now, don't sit there and dwell on it.
That's fair. Oh, I'm so tired. Even though I had like a
I
9
just about to say, like, how the hell are you tired after you just having a 9-hour nap?
Maybe I'm not like, okay, I'm not tired, but I am like uncomfortably hot in this room. There's not like a lot of air circulation going here. Sorry, I hit my foot.
Good God, you spoke into my brain.
What?
Oh God damn it, my one viewer I had went away. No, when I ask questions to people, especially it was pissing me off with Zapper, it was like, yo, help me with some stream shit. Proceeds to just ignore everything I said.
So you feel like you're not being heard, I guess?
Like I said, my issue, I mean, he seems too kind of self-absorbed.
Yeah, which, to an extent, I can't quite blame him because at his house, it seems like he's just a walking doormat. I don't want to say that that's like a valid excuse inherently, but...
Oh. That was quenchy.
Like it does admittedly get a little bit like insensitive. That I think that's the word. He's very insensitive, which I know comes with the territory of the tism, but I don't know. I know a couple other people have the tism, and they understand to be like more aware of people's emotions, and I don't think he's quite aware of how other people feel.
Oh, no, no, how did this happen?
Hey, it's okay. Talk to me.
You know how I run monthly races at the workshop for the apprentice mecánicas y mecánicos who work with
Oh,
me?
holy,
It gives them a chance to
holy
show off their
Spanish.
projects and test their skills.
Well, it's Spanish.
I didn't know that.
Like, what was
That's
a
awesome.
moment that like
It is,
genuinely like
or
agitated
it was
you? I
until
guess.
this month. That new kid Aurelio, he beat
The
me in a drag race.
literal, hey, look at me, look what I just sent. Hey, you guys looked at it yet? Hey, guys, have you looked at what I posted yet? When I'm trying to, like, talk or ask a question?
Yeah. Again, it's insensitivity.
Ali, are you saying the big tragedy is that you've lost one race?
How is that not una tragedia?
Oh my god.
Come on.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. It's really fucking hot in my room. Out of my way, poopy face.
You sure you've bought enough race cars? Alec, you don't have to win every single race. I don't.